Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Middle Ground Mike. This is Joe. We're just going to do a quick NFL hit here. Tonight, we're going to record the Lions, and then tomorrow we are going to kind of go through a full, we'll go through the full division and do a recap around the whole league. One thing that stands out is the Packers play here on Thanksgiving again, but we do open up the season in Green Bay, which I think it bodes very well for us. One thing that sticks out is revenge from the playoffs. I think we are going to take down the Commanders this year like we should have last year. I do think we will more than likely lose to the Eagles. I'm sorry, everybody who gets offended about that. I do like us beating the Vikings on Christmas Day because what better Christmas present could there be than to beat the Vikings? And I'm sorry, Bears fans. I know y'all love your Bears just like the Lions, but Dan Campbell's going to sweep Ben Johnson. This was a revenge game for Dan Campbell with Ben Johnson. I think it was, Ben Johnson was talking to coaches about going to Chicago before the playoff game. I don't like that. That means your mind wasn't here on winning the playoff game in Detroit, and you know what? We don't need that. So, Bears, you're getting a guy who does not care about what you think he cares about. Great, and I love Ben Johnson as a coach. He did a lot of great things here. Just that exit strategy, not okay with that. But overall, we'll get back to something more positive. So, like I said, week one we're playing the Packers. I got to win. Week two, the Bears are here in Detroit. I got to win. I think we'll lose to the Ravens. Even though it's here at home, I'm still skeptical. Who can't beat the Browns? The Browns aren't going to be very good. The Bengals, I think, will win. I know that it's a real long shot, but if we can somehow get Trey Hendrickson, I think like every Lions fan on earth would like, as long as you didn't give up like next 10 first-round picks, you'll probably convince most of us it's a terrific idea. Going Kansas City, I think Kansas City will take this one from us because it's a Mahomes revenge game on us for beating them right after that one Super Bowl win. Tampa Bay, I think we will beat the bye week. Don't know why I put a loss in there, but that I didn't count that as an actual loss. Again, I think we will sweep the whole division again this year, and that's not me being overconfident. I promise you, it is just my gut feeling. If there was a team who could in the division who could flip the Lions, it would be the Vikings. Sorry, Bears and Packers fans, but the Vikings to me have the best chance. Bears, you could be good. Who knows? I'm not trying to knock you, but it's kind of like, it's not like your coach retired and you already had this great team. Well, no, I mean, coaching was probably your biggest problem, just like it was for the Lions for years. But, I think it's important to note that, we don't know what the Bears are going to be yet. Wish them well as a team overall, but sorry, you're just not going to beat us this year. I think we will get revenge against the Washington Commanders. I think we will lose against the Philadelphia Eagles. They will get the revenge on us. I do think. I mean, who is going to mop the floor in New York this year? I do not really understand their methodology of how they did the draft. Packers, I think we'll win because the Lions got to get that Thanksgiving groove back, man. We got to get you got to win multiple here, okay? Dallas, first, stop doing the Prime Video games, really. Second, Dallas, you went and got Pickens. What did you really do to make the team better? Somebody, Jerry Jones' kid, somebody get him away from making decisions for the team. You guys have brand recognition. People want to be there. Dallas is just where it's at because of who's running the show. But that's a whole nother discussion. And I'm not trying to knock the team as on its own or the fans, but Jerry Jones is the biggest roadblock to that team getting back to its former glory. The Rams, I think Sean McVay gets his revenge on us this year. I do think we beat the Steelers. We run the table for us this season. I think obviously on Christmas Day, like I said before, it'll be a Christmas present for us to beat the Vikings, and then I think we close out the year sending Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams home packing. Let me know what you think. 13-4 record. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there disagree. And again, I am not knocking anybody's team or anybody personally. I'm not even trying to really knock Ben Johnson. I just don't like the way he handled it when he left Detroit. You shouldn't be prepping for your job before a playoff game for your next job. Terrible idea. I agree with some people saying that the NFL shouldn't allow that. I agree because who knows if he wasn't, hitting up his buddies about who he wants to get a job there, which is normal for a coach, right? But you shouldn't be doing that before a playoff game. Like, just terrible. I don't like it. Aaron Glenn interviewed, but he wasn't out there openly recruiting before the game. If he was, he kept it so down low, nobody spoke of it. Ben Johnson, everybody's out there going, this guy's doing it. But again, like I said, 13-4 record. I think the Lions take the division. It'll be a real tight one with either Minnesota or Green Bay. I still think it'll be Minnesota just because of Kevin McCarthy. Uh, you know, Outstanding coach. Jordan Love. I know a lot of people are. Ooh, he's if he can give me one more good season, I'll give the guy the hey, you're good. But he's inconsistent, man. For the talent level he has, he should be making some better decisions in certain spots. So I don't know if that's on him or if that's on the coaching. But and then Chicago, we'll see how good Ben Johnson will do. But I'm not really super confident in Caleb Williams. But hey, you know what? If there's anybody who can fix Caleb Williams, it's Ben Johnson. So go with that on that one. Let's rock it out. Get the Lions draft hat on with a nifty little pin here. Let's rock it out, and we're gonna see where the Lions are gonna go. Like I said, 13-4. I think they're gonna take the division, and tomorrow night we'll review some of the other teams. Have a good night, everybody.